Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's the J Gemini. Tonight I am super excited to bring you a video that I honestly didn't think I was going to be able to make. Actually under this product probably about two and a half months ago. I thought it was actually lost in transit, thought I was going to have to contact the manufacturer to dispute it and get the funds back. And lo and behold, it actually did end up going into shipping, and I finally got it today. So to get past everything, let's just go ahead and jump right in. I've done the liberties of already cutting open most of the packaging, but this is actually going to be, as you can see, a watch review. So let's jump right in. As you can already see, this is a watch from San Martin. Now, if you don't know about San Martin, basically it's a company that makes a lot of homage, and however you say that, watches that are out there. So basically, the idea, and this is something that I actually kind of had a conversation about in like forums and stuff, is it's like, at what point do watches start becoming like, well, take like a car, for example, like a Shelby Cobra, right? At what point you'll never be able to get the, $1.3 million that a 427 Shelby Cobra, cost, right? So if you actually buy some homage, is it kind of like, oh, if you can't afford the, $4,000, $3,000 version of the Swatch, $5,000 version of the Swatch, too bad, so sad? Or does it get to a point where it is, somewhat okay, as long as you're not taking yourself seriously, as long as you're not trying to, pass it as the real thing and just have fun with it? I feel like this, is a conversation I kind of had, and especially because it has a heart of the actual company, my favorite watch company, inside of it. It kind of sealed the deal for me. So let's go ahead and jump right in. So first of all, impressed. It comes with this nice multi-clasp Pelican style case. It is a little bit, thin. It's not a genuine Pelican, but they definitely did put some effort in here, which I'm appreciative of. And as you saw, like, there was a NATO strap, a nice one with these nice square, I don't even know, it might even be titanium, maybe not though. And then it looks like you have a pin pusher of some sort for the adjustment of the clasp. This is a clasp adjustment for something like this, the actual clasp itself, and you have a spring bar tool as well. So, pretty cool. That's bonuses, right? So let's get right into it. And what I want to do today with this is really just sort of get, oh, you're wasting your money out of the way, or is this a good buy from San Martin? So I actually have a lot of my own Seikos right beside me. And we're going to be comparing in real time the quality between the two to see if they're even close, all of that. So here we go. Oh, what's going on here? Okay, very well packaged, tight. Oh man, it has some heft to it as well. So you get some warranty information, a nice card, user manual. And there is actually an O-ring in here. So it's probably somewhat water resistant, at least. So, oh my gosh. Wow. Already running. Man, so this is the SM007, not to be confused with the SKX007, but God, terrible dad joke. But anyways, yeah, all that aside, it is the 007. It is an homage of the 62 MAS or MAS, which a lot of people consider to be the first Seiko dive watch, the grandfather of all these amazing designs that I love, and which is why Seiko is my favorite brand, because of the fact that they have these unique non-homage designs, right, that are unique to them. They're not at all trying to be Rolex or, you know, Omega, anything like that. They are uniquely themselves, and they have their own in-house movement, and they're a great value for money. So this 62 MAS is actually a watch that Seiko has re-released, and I've seen some for $5,000. So, you know, even though Seiko is my favorite brand, and I'm sure if I had the money, I would actually spend it, there's something to be said about spending that much money on a watch like this. This is going to take a little bit of time to get this off, so I'm just going to pause this. I'm going to get it cleaned up, and I'm going to come back so you guys can see that. Okay, guys, I'm back. So I haven't done anything extravagant. I'm glad I did that off camera. I got all the plastic off. It was really well protected, which is one thing to say. Wrapped all the way around. I tried to not pay a lot of attention to the watch so you can get my genuine reaction. I've also, you know, prepared myself by taking my SKX off. So here we go. Ooh. So one thing I did want to do is, and I saw when I was taking it off, is there's like these little black smudges on the edge that were underneath the plastic wrap, and I wanted just so you guys get as legitimate and transparent as an experience that you would get. I haven't cleaned that up, just using this microfiber. It seems like it's just some sort of, you know, just some sort of grease or something. Not scratching the watch, anything like that. So, my gosh, this watch is really something else. So the bezel action feels divine. It is tight and sharp. It is grippy with this coin edge, unlike an SKX or a Turtle even, which I love. You know, they're some of the most iconic and some of my favorite designs. You do slip off, you know, when you're going ahead and using that, and this is just really perfect. As well, it would seem as if the bezel, the chapter ring is aligned on the inside perfectly, while the bezel itself seems to be ever so slightly off. And I wonder if I can just put it to where I want it to, and it'd be fine. Okay. So yeah, it seems like it is pretty much dead on, actually, which is really nice to see that they've taken care to do that. So actually, I would say nearest makes no difference. So that's amazing. You also have a ceramic bezel insert and a sapphire crystal glass that does have an anti-reflective coating. Beautiful dial. The action is really nice on the crown. With the threading, it is smooth. Let's check to see if there's any movement play. No, they got the hands in there and everything really nice. I don't see anything under the crystal, so it seems like everything is really clean. So here is the sides. I mean, just the attention to detail on this is sublime. Everything is really nicely satined, circular satin on the top of the case, and this really, really high polish that's super defined. As well, it looks like there's a fine satin on the edges with a medium satin in the middle, and then a polish on the edge of the links. I mean, this is just, you have a polished crown with a little tiny signed crown with a little shark, and then the case back as well also has a shark as well that's been circular satined as well, with a bead blasted middle and a polished side. As you can see, it says sub 0007 200 millimeter San Martin. Big, thick, not hollow end links. It is a push through design on the lugs. It is a push through pin design, but they give you this very nice push pin tool, so you're not having to do anything strenuous with this. Yeah, I would probably say for my eye, the bezel is ever so slightly unaligned, the bezel insert, which for someone like me who is so attention oriented, that is a thing that I wish was perfect, but you know, for your average person, they might just say it's perfect, right? So, I mean, it's pretty great. It's pretty great. Oh man, whew. Yeah, this is impressive. And the thing is honestly, I kind of lost a connection with this watch because I was so excited to get it. I ordered it. I thought it was going to be gone, and then I was kind of like, you know, will I even like it when I get it? Because I kind of accepted that I wasn't going to get it, and yet here it is, and it is gorgeous. And it's honestly, I mean, I'm not trying to, it's honestly one of the nicest watches I've ever had in my hand. I don't have a super, I don't have Swiss watches. I don't go to, you know, stores and try on watches to act like I'm gonna buy them. Not that, you know, there's anything wrong with that. But you know, I love my Seikos, and I fell in love with the designs, and I think they have great quality and value for money. But this is sort of that conversation that comes back to, is the fact that, you know, some people say this is an homage. You know, I'm not even gonna look at it, right? But you think about it, and you get this with a real NH35 heart of a Seiko. So that was pretty nice to me. You get a sapphire or a ceramic insert instead of an aluminum, which the aluminum, you know, is cool. I do like it. It feels, you know, sort of true to form, and it also ends up, you know, having some pop-in colors and more options and stuff like that. So that's fine. But there's something to be said about this, you know, as well. It has such a great action. They've really taken time to align things basically perfect. Again, the crown action is really smooth, well threaded. They've taken and, you know, done just, it's an exceptional watch. Now, there are some different things I want to also point out about this. Is to take a look. It is a 20 millimeter is the watch strap size. I usually like a 22 personally, because, you know, a lot of my watches that I have are, you know, 22s, but this is a 20 as well. So just something to keep in mind if that turns you off. If not, the actual size of the case on this guy actually comes in at its widest point at right at about 41 millimeters. So I mean, just an amazing classic size. As far as lug to lug, you're looking at, lug to lug, you're looking at right at about 50. So I mean, this is just an amazing right in the middle size. You know, you can see it here with the Alpinist beside it. And honestly, it holds its own weight in the quality aspect. So if you're thinking about San Martin, what is, you know, would I buy a watch? Would you buy this watch? Would you buy one of the others? You know, the 50 Fathoms Homage, or some of their ones that are their own designs, which are starting to do now. I would say 100% to go ahead and go for it. Just 1 second so I can grab a flashlight and we can do a Lume shot. And yeah, just kind of wrap this first impressions up. All right, so we're back. So we have, you know, some of the best Lume on the market here, you know, with the Seikos, the Lume Bright. So we're gonna test out what that is like compared to what they're using here on the San Martin. All right. So here you can kind of see, wish I could make it a little bit, you know, less light, right? But I think this kind of gets you a good idea. Honestly, I mean, the Lume is great. You can see on the SKX it's older, right? You can see the Lume's fine. Not so much on the Alpinist, they have little pips, but it is Lume Bright. The Turtle as well, you can kind of see it, and then the San Martin. So I would say that the Lume is right at about equal, you know, all across the board with this. I'm sure this is using maybe Super Luminova or something like that. So I mean, I think that basically full circle, you know, kind of covers it, right? If you're thinking about buying a watch that you want to be a diver, that you want to be, you know, feel like you're getting a top quality Seiko, but maybe you just can't afford, you know, that high-end price tag, right? Or you just want a nice watch in general and you like the way that this looks, right? I would say I am all for it. There are so much attention to details with this watch, and it's so just dense and feels so quality. There is absolutely no movement whatsoever, like in any direction with these end links. I mean, it's just like every detail is perfect other than that ceramic bezel, which is so perfect that I'm pretty sure I could grow to just forget about it, or I'm going to, you know, try to fix it myself, right? Unlike this, it is in such a way that you can't get it right in the middle because it pops onto the next one. This one is off too, but I just put it right in the middle of the spring and it doesn't trip either side. Again, that could be any watch, to be honest. And again, the movement is smooth because it is a Seiko movement on the inside. It all works, but they've installed it correctly. Yeah, same quick set that I'm used to. Feels the same as this, so there we go. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I am just blown away. And for the money, the $250-ish that this cost, I would do it again and again and again. I mean, it is just, it really should be a watch that is $500. I've gotten watches from Swiss companies that are $500-600 and don't have this quality, and I'm literally gonna say that. You know, I've had a Steinhardt, you know, before. I've had a Hamilton, and those watches are great. And I would say that, you know, the finishing and the attention to detail is so sharp and so defined between them. If you're thinking about getting this, do it. You will be so happy you did. Hope you enjoyed this video. I know how it sounds, but if you like this type of content or other EDC, please think about hitting that subscribe button. I don't completely post all the time to fill in your inbox, but you know, I am trying to grow the channel aggressively, and we are almost at 600 subscribers. Hopefully we'll get to 1,000 by the end of the year. As well, most importantly, I appreciate you taking time out of your day to watch this video, as there's so many amazing content creators that you could be watching right now you decided to watch this video, so I really appreciate that. Of course, I hope everybody has a great rest of your weekend. Going into your week, everybody stay safe and take care. Peace.